Happy Friday, everyone! We're back again with a super creative, super interesting activity today. This is a 3D paper mosaic, and it's 3D because we've used multiple layers and we've made a landscape over here of these beautiful snow-capped mountains that we wish we could go to right now, but since we can't go there, we're just going to create them on our own. So hello everybody who's joining us on Instagram and on Facebook. We are so excited to have you all with us again on this live activity. And as you know, we always have a fun, interesting guest joining us. And that's who we are waiting for right now as well. So just give us a minute to be able to get them online with us. And while we are waiting for them to come on board, you can call somebody else if you want. While we're waiting for them to come on board, I'm just going to go over some of the materials that you're going to need for the activity. So you could gather those up as well if you want. So this is super fun because we're using it as a best out of waste activity. So we have some old magazines lying around, which we have picked up. And we've actually done a little bit of pre-prep. So what we've done is we've taken out some bits and pieces of colored paper from this old magazine. You can use old magazines, newspapers, old books like that you don't feel you're going to use anymore. So things like that you have lying around, maybe some flyers or something like that as well. And hello to everybody who's waving to us. Hi. Okay, so just give us 1 second and I think we will be able to get our special guest online with us as well. So, all right, so materials while we wait. So we have papers that we've cut up. We have an old carton that we're using, which we've actually painted just to make it a little bit. Hi, Tanvi.
Hi.
How are you? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Yes, you are indeed. You are very much audible. Very happy to have you with us. Is Fora here? Oh, hello. Hi, Fora. How are you?
I'm good.
All right, fantastic. So glad to have you all on board with us. Thank you for joining us on this little crafty adventure.
We are looking forward to the second.
Are you guys having a nice day today?
Yes, we started painting some newspapers for making.
Oh, yay! That's nice.
Paper which our little sister painted. So we'll be using these to make.
Okay.
And the sky.
All right, very nice indeed. And so yeah, I mean, everybody join. Sorry.
We have this ready.
Okay.
To be used.
All right, fantastic. Fantastic. That sounds great. That sounds wonderful. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. Did you draw that yourself?
I drew and she colored these. So let's see if we can fix these little creatures.
Definitely. They look so cute indeed. I wish you had drawn one for me as well. Maybe I could have asked you earlier to draw one to me.
We were making girls wanted to make some drawings, so she said that she would like to add some drawings. So does these.
That is so fantastic indeed. We're very happy to see how you want to get creative with it and add your own little characters. And yeah, that sounds fantastic. So for everybody who's joining us, we are going to have a giveaway with today's activity as well. So we're going to do it on the live right now, the activity. You're welcome to do it with us as we go along, or you're welcome to do it afterwards. The giveaway is going to be open for about a week. And all you need to do is create your own paper mosaic using best out of waste materials like newspapers or magazines or whatever you can find around the house. maybe use a carton for something like this to make a stand for your mosaic. And we've used some plastic sheets that we had again from some of the packaging materials, or if you want, you can use OHP sheets as well. So you can just use this stuff and create your own 3D paper mosaic. And then, when you look at it from different angles, you see different things. So that's the fun of it. And it would look so cute with your little character in there as well. So I can't wait to see how that turns out. I'm very excited to see the little squirrel in this wonderful landscape as well. So go ahead and grab your materials if you all are going to do this activity with us. And Tanvi, Fora, shall we get started?
Yeah. Let's start.
All right, fantastic. So I am going to switch over my camera to a top view so that you guys can see my table a little bit more clearly. And we can continue the activity then. So just give me a moment. And in the meantime, maybe we can tell our audience a little bit about the kind of activities that your daughters like to do. So can you tell me a little bit more about what kind of creative activities that you and your daughters like to do together, Tanvi?
They both love colors, and
Wow.
the little one she is fascinated about using scissors. So wherever she hands on, so it's nowadays it's like, okay, don't cut this paper, take this paper. So she scissors. And the elder one loves to color and draw. So like I just showed,
nice.
I would sketch something and then they can color and cut and paste. So they love this thing. Other than this, they like to play with water or any sensory fillers. They would love that.
Oh, that's fantastic. And how old are your daughters?
I'm 7.
Okay, Fora 7. All right.
The little one is 3.
3. Wow, what a wonderful age. Well, fantastic. So happy to see you guys and know more about what wonderful things you all like to do at home. So we're going to go ahead and do a lot of cutting today. So your little one's going to enjoy cutting in whichever direction, whichever shape she wants. Okay. So like I said, I've already taken out papers from an old magazine, and I think Tanvi and Fora and I'm sorry, what's your 3-year-old's name, Tanvi? Turvi? Yeah. Okay, wonderful. So all 3 of them have gathered up some materials for themselves as well. And what we have is some glue to stick the paper with on the plastic sheet. And this is a plastic sheet. So we're going to use maybe a total of 3 plastic sheets because we're going to have 3 layers to our mosaic today. But for those of you doing it at home, you can do 1 layer, 2 layers, 3 layers, as many as you like. All right. So the first one, shall we start with the sky? Fora, what do you think? Shall we start with the sky?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, all right. So I'm gonna use some blue for my sky. What color do you want to use for your sky?
Blue. We have painted the newspaper with the shades of blue, so we'll be using these.
All right, very nice indeed. And that's so cool that you've added your own shades of blue by painting the newspaper. I think that's a wonderful idea. I like that. I like that. You don't have to restrict yourself to the magazines that you have at home. You can do your own coloring, and that way it's a nice additional step for the kids as well to explore and enjoy the painting with, right?
We use it very often for many of our art activities. I would just give a newspaper and they keep on coloring, and then we can use it if we want.
How nice. So I'm just
whole project with newspaper to put on my room door.
Wow. What project was that?
There were like butterflies of craft we made.
Oh, wow.
So I painted the newspaper and put grass and did everything like with newspaper on that project.
Very nice. That's very nice indeed. Okay. Somebody in the audience says that they have Fevi-Stick. And yes, you can absolutely use Fevi-Stick to stick things up, or any other kind of glue. I think I'm using Fevicol, but you can really use any kind of glue. You can tear it up the way you want to as well. What kind of glue are you using, Fora, today?
We have this Fevi-Stick and Fevicol hot. We will try with the stick because it's easier for kids to use the stick. If it doesn't work, use Fevicol.
Sounds good. Sounds fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And an interesting thing about the mosaics that I like is it's nice to be able to see how when you tear the paper, you can see like different layers as well of the paper. So I'm just tearing it in any way that comes up in my hand right now. And because the sky is nice and wide and running all through the page, I'm just I'm trying to use slightly longer strips so that we can do this a little bit faster. But as you can see, you can try to cut them a little long as well if you want. For those of you who are just joining, we're making a paper mosaic that's going to look a little bit like this when we're done. So what we're doing is we're making this last layer, which is the sky right now. And we have a plastic sheet over here. And on top of the plastic sheet, we are just tearing up rather, some pieces of paper from old newspapers or magazines and just sticking them up. So that's all you need to do. It's really simple, and you just can have fun sticking it the way you want. And yeah, it's fun to tear things, and it doesn't matter how it's going, right? There's no rules. It could be longer, shorter, fatter, thinner, however you want it to be. You can even do small bits and pieces if you want, which is what we're going to do for the mountains maybe. Or even like the trees when we get there. But for now, because we want to just do the sky, and the sky is something that's running all across the page, we're trying to make these long lines. So long lines of paper, as long as we can make them. Hey, you know what I just realized? My paper is blue on both sides. So I can stick it either ways. It's funny, I didn't even realize it till now. I wasn't even concentrating on whether I'm using the right side or not, but it didn't matter. It worked out quite well. Happy accidents. It's always wonderful to have happy accidents. Do you have a favorite thing to draw, Fora? What do you like to draw?
I like to draw girls.
Can you be louder?
Sorry, say that again.
I draw girls.
Girls, okay, very nice. Maybe you can show us some of your drawings at some point in time if we have a moment, or if you have them handy around you. We'd love to see your lovely drawings. So is it you and your friends that you draw? Is it you and your sister? Who are these girls?
Don't draw something. I just draw something that
it's momentary. It's momentary.
Whatever comes to your mind, right? True. Yes. It's lovely to be able to just take a pencil and a paper and just go off on your own imaginative journey, right?
Can you put it here? Put it like this.
All right.
covering this one.
No, just put the glue and then you'll see.
Hello, Mohammadi. Yes, nice to see you. We have a lot of people joining us from different places. So where are you guys from, Tanvi and Fora? Where do you guys live?
Answer, Sarah. Where are you from?
Which city do you live in? Where do you live?
I'm from India, but I live in Hong Kong.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
I am from India, but I live in Hong Kong.
Oh, you live in Hong Kong. Okay, so are you in Hong Kong right now, or are you in India right now?
We are at Nani's place in Bhopal.
Ah, how nice. Must be lovely to be visiting Nani, right?
How is it visiting Nani?
Good.
Troubling day.
Yeah. That's wonderful. So how long are you visiting for?
Actually, we are stuck here. We came for Holi, but then we got stuck down, so we can't really. We were at Dadi's place for 4 months, and now we are at Nani's.
Well, I'm sure all the grandparents are very happy to have you on for longer and longer.
Otherwise, we would never stay for this long. But
I can
given the
imagine.
conditions, they are happy that.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it's so wonderful. I mean, obviously, it's not very nice to be stuck, but it's wonderful that you have family that you can spend so much time with, even though if
Yeah,
you're in that
the
situation,
classes
right?
are online, so no
Okay,
problem with it. They are
that's
doing their
good.
studies. I'm
That's
so
good.
sorry for the disturbance, but this is
No
our norm.
problem. No problem at all. No problem at all. But yeah, no, that's wonderful that you're doing your online classes as well. So
Fine. Can you see the
oh,
screen?
wow. Yeah, it looks lovely. It looks absolutely fantastic. And if you want, you could go ahead and fill up some of those gaps as well. But
Oh,
if you want to leave that open, because I think you've painted your frame
so
blue in
it's
the background
like
as well.
this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep, exactly, exactly. So I think it's in fact an interesting idea because you do have paint at the back of the frame. So even if there are gaps, you're going to be able to see blue, which is going to be nice that you can see a little bit of the blue background behind the frame. And yeah, I think that's cool. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of more layers, but I probably will not go all the way down because as you can see, we're going to have mountains and things like that covering some of the space anyways. So if you don't go all the way down, that's okay because you're not going to be able to see all the way down in this either. So that's fine. What do you miss the most about Hong Kong, Fora?
Everything.
Everything. Oh, but I thought you were having such a good time over here with Nani and Dadi and other family members.
Also, I like both places, but yeah, I'm missing
Okay.
everything.
You're missing everything. Oh, well, you have your school online, so that's good. You don't have to miss your school friends. Do you get a chance to see them in your online school a little bit?
Get to see them, but like I don't get to talk with them.
Oh, well, maybe we can do like a little call with them at some point in time. Did you
Yeah.
tell them that you're going to be on a live crafting session today?
What?
Did you tell your friends that you're going to be on a live crafting session today?
No, I don't like even talk to them.
Oh, well, maybe you can send them a little message later and you can send them the video of what we made or a photograph. That would be nice, right? To be able to share with your friends what we did.
Yeah, I think I can call one of my friends tomorrow.
Okay, that's wonderful. You can share with them about what your experience was and what you're doing in India and spending time with family and so many wonderful things, right?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So I think that's about enough blue for me. What do you think? Okay, nice. You cut that out? Did you cut it out right now? Good job
Yes.
cutting. Good job cutting. So I think that's about it for me. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, is that okay, Fora? Do you think I can leave it at that?
Looking cool. The dark color at the bottom looks nice.
Thank you. All right, very nice. And fantastic. So shall we go ahead and go on to the next layer?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So the next layer is going to be some mountains.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to place this on top of the blue just so that I get some idea of how big or small I want my mountains to be. And if you want to leave your blue aside, you can leave it aside and just try to gauge how big you want it to be. But I'm going to leave it on here. If you have some glue poking up on these papers, be careful because then this paper can get stuck. The plastic can get stuck on this. But if it's dry, then you can go ahead and put it on top as
I
well.
think glue stick works well, so we used only
Perfect.
glue, so no problem.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So I'm just going to trace out maybe what my mountains are going to look like right now. So maybe 2 mountains. Yeah. And what do you think? Shall we add some snow on top of these mountains?
Dora, do you want some snow on the top?
Okay.
Okay. If you don't, we don't have to do it if you don't want to. If you want it to be all brown.
We will skip the mountains because we want to put the squirrel in the last layer. So this layer will be doing the trees.
The trees? Okay, all right, sounds good. Sounds great. I'm gonna actually make my mountains a little bit taller so that I have space for my trees to come in.
The mountains would grow.
All right, so do you want me to do the trees right now as well, or do you think I should do the mountains?
The mountain first, because they are just tearing it up right now, so I think they'll be happily tearing it up for some time.
Okay, all right. All right, sounds good. Sounds good. Okay, so we continue with the mountains. And we have somebody right here in our team who loves the mountains. So Mr. Ashish, he's gonna tell me whether I should put snow caps or not. What do you think?
I think you should.
We should? Okay. So we have a vote for snow caps. So we're gonna put the snow caps. I think he's missing the snow capped mountains of his hometown a lot. So that's probably why I need to make sure we put it over here. Okay, let's put some snow. Let's put some snow. What paper are we using? We are using magazine paper. So paper that we had lying around from a magazine. That's what we're using. So we have a very, very creative team with us over here that develops so many of these wonderful activities. And they are the ones who have helped us develop today's activity as well. So a special shout out to Anusha and Vibhuti and Ashish and Trishakni and Manali. So many wonderful names, right? Okay, Shubhi, you don't have magazines. You can do what I think Tanvi and Fora are doing. They have some newspaper at home, so they have painted some of it and they are using that. So you could do that if you want as well. And what else? What else can we recommend them? There you go. Exactly. Exactly. Or you can, if you want to just paint directly on paper on the OHP, you could do that as well. We in fact debated making this a painting activity first, but then we felt that, you know, you kind of need acrylic paints maybe to paint because sometimes watercolors just slide off on the plastic and it's not very easy to paint with watercolors on plastic. But if those of you who are at home and you have some acrylic colors that you want to use on the plastic, you could possibly consider making the activity a painting activity as well. All right. So what do you guys think? Enough snow or shall we have some more snow?
I think enough.
Enough? Okay, all right, all right. So back to the brown then. Back to the brown. Back to the brown. Do you like mountains or beaches, Farad? What do you think? Would you prefer to go on a vacation on mountains or on beaches?
Beaches.
Beaches, okay. Very nice. And what about?
It's a wrong question to ask.
Oh, it's a wrong question to ask. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, she's missing Hong Kong, so she'll only answer beaches. She can never answer.
Yeah, it's true. Hong Kong is a beautiful place. We've been there once or twice, actually for a toy fair. So it's usually toy fair season in January. So that's when we go to Hong Kong, and we love the place. I think it's amazing. I think it's absolutely amazing.
Past 6 years, and we love Hong Kong now.
Wow. Yeah, that's a long time. That is a long time indeed. Do we have to use the same theme? No, absolutely not. You do not have to use the same theme. You can do whatever you want. We're just trying to keep it simple here so that we can show you the concept. But it would be amazing to see your own creativity, just like Fora has a lovely creative surprise in store for us. For those of you who've already seen the beginning of the live, you know what that surprise is. But for those of you who have not, we won't reveal it till she's ready. So we let her surprise us.
Okay, so this is for the tree, and let's do some short greens here. Yeah, we will do some short greens here so that we can put our surprise here.
Can
you pick it up? It's flying. Pick it up.
All right. right. What about your dad, Cora? Is he back in Hong Kong right now?
Where is your dad?
Yes.
Oh, so you must be missing him, right?
Yeah.
That's the biggest missing thing, but now I'm used to from last 6 months, so it's only the video calls which they wait for.
Of course, of course, of course. Well, it's a tough situation. I can completely understand, but it's great that you guys are staying positive and doing wonderful things to keep yourselves active, and everybody seems to be healthy and doing well. So that's wonderful. That's fantastic.
I think now I will cut it because you will cut the fox also.
Already cut it.
It's okay. Can you stick this one here?
All right. So I am on to mountain number 2. What do you like to eat, Cora? What's your favorite food?
My favorite food is hot dog.
Ah, interesting. Okay. That's very, very interesting. And what about your sister? What's your sister's favorite food?
What's your favorite?
Mushroom.
Mushrooms.
Mushrooms. Okay, very nice. And what do you like to do together? Do you all like to play something together, you and your sister?
Yeah. School.
School.
School. Okay, so who's the teacher?
Me.
All right. So what do you usually teach your sister in school?
Usually there's like 2 activities. Like one
Okay.
first something fun. So the schedule of it is like first the studying, then
There's a proper schedule to this school.
Wow. Wow,
Then-
that sounds so interesting.
then a break where she can eat some snacks or things like that, and then and then the end of the school.
What are the fun things you do?
Fun things are like some new game every day or a craft
Very
activity
nice.
we do.
Very nice. Very nice. I like your school though. Can I get admission in your school as well? Can I apply?
You are too big.
No, I'm not. Why do you think I'm big? I'm not big at all. I think I'm quite tiny. No? I think I'm like what? Maybe 7 years old? Yeah? What do you think?
7
Yeah,
years
maybe
old.
7.
7
I think I'm
years.
like 7 years old.
That's a teacher's post.
Yes, I think I'm 7 years old and I would love to be in your school. I don't know. You'll have to take my test to see which standard I will get admission in, but
How
so
about
maybe you can give me a little test and we can see whether I pass or not.
Because we were making 2 trees first, but now maybe I think we'll add only this one. So
and the surprise? But this.
And what kind of craft activities do you and your sister like to do?
in your school.
Activities like that she will have fun, like because she likes to do 2 things:
Okay.
scissors and glue. Like so, whenever we and there's some sticky like left off bits, then she just use those bits and she cuts them more smaller and take the glue and sticks them.
Okay.
So she likes to do that.
Very nice. And you usually, does Mama usually tell you what to do in your craft activities, or do you decide it on your own?
It on my own.
On your own? Wow, that sounds interesting. That sounds interesting. We saw some very wonderful activities that you had on your Instagram post. I think Mama might have helped a little bit over there, right?
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
Bread, everything. But in school,
Do you want to cut this one also?
okay.
All right. So with the mountains, I'm going almost all the way down because it would be nice to be able to see mountains all the way till the bottom, and the trees will just be these tiny little things then that come on top. So nice brown mountains with snow caps. Maybe we should have done, next time we can do a beach so that you can pretend that you're going there.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What kind of fun activities do you do on the beach?
Making sandcastles, but I like to color. Yes.
Okay, very nice indeed. So I think I'm done with layer number 2. I am ready to move on to layer number 3. How are you doing?
We are finished with this layer.
Wow, I like those trees. Nice big trees. They look very lovely indeed. Beautiful bright green leaves on those trees and a lovely brown trunk. That looks fantastic. So once again, I'm just going to put the third layer on top so that I can see how big I want to make my tree. And maybe start off with a little trunk for the tree. What color should the trunk of the tree be?
Brown.
Brown? Okay. All right. Well,
maybe some light brown than the mountains, otherwise it will get shaded maybe.
Exactly. That is such a smart girl. Very good thinking indeed, Farah. Yes, if I use the same brown as this, then it will be a little difficult to make out the difference, right? Now, unfortunately, I don't know if I have a light brown. Oh, I do have a light brown. I can use a light brown. That's true. So I have this paper. Do you think this color is okay for the trunk? Can I use this one? Yeah? It look good? Okay. If you say it look good, I have to try it. I have to try this. So I'm going to cut out like one big line and maybe make that into my trunk. How about that? So just one big line that's going to become a trunk. What do you think? Is that okay? So big is okay?
Yes.
Yeah?
We added 2.
Okay. All right. And how many trees do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5?
I think 2 will be nice.
2 will be nice? Okay, 2 it is then. 2 trees.
This one here for the grass. Little bit. No, we can put it here like this. And then we can put it here.
Yeah, good. Can I hear this?
You can. No.
Thank you, Neha, for the compliment. I'm glad you liked the mountain idea.
So we painted the green sheet and I painted the brown sheet.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
Oh, that's
nice. So I think my trunks are ready. Nice and simple trunk.
She's making
look at that. Wow. What are you making?
She liked the craft that I was telling you about. She likes to do this.
Okay. That looks very interesting indeed. And I would love to get admission in your school so that I can learn how to do these things as well. But for now, maybe you can just teach me about the trees. So shall we go on to the trees?
Yes.
Yes. Some of these greens for the trees. I'm going to make some tiny, tiny trees. If I make tiny trees, they're going to make my mountains look bigger, right? If I make tiny trees, then my mountains are going to look bigger.
Let the mountains there make it look funny.
So I think, I don't know if you guys can see how much glue I've put, but that's about how much I'm going to make.
Okay, use it. Oh, don't tear now. I think it's enough. We will get sorted with this one.
All right. All right. There's something fun about just tearing up paper, right? You're usually not allowed to tear up paper very easily. So it's nice when you're allowed to do it. So does this class have a snack break as well? What do you think? Or no? Maybe after?
It's your class.
No, but I want it to be your class. I usually don't get break. I usually don't get a snack break. So that's why I like your class better. What's your favorite snack?
Dry fruits.
Ooh, lovely. Very healthy as well. That's nice. That's nice. And yeah, I think I am almost done with tree number 1. Is that okay? What do you think?
I think my surprise is almost done.
Oh, are you saying that your surprise is ready? Is your surprise ready?
No, almost.
Almost, okay. We shall be patient. We shall learn to be patient so that we can see your surprise in a little while. All right. So time for tree number 2.
Where should we put this location?
Here.
Here?
Yeah.
Like this?
What about the other thing?
Or here?
I think here. And then we can put the other surprise.
No, not the one. There's no space for 2 beta.
How about putting another sheet?
No. There are only 3 slots. We can keep on having the layers.
Yeah, if you want to add more layers later, then you can do it later. But I think right now, if you want to do it, then it may mean changing your stand a little bit as well. So
That'll be a lot. We'll just
yeah, that's true. That's true because their stand's going to be able to hold on to it as well, right? So that's true. That is very true indeed. So yeah, there we go. There we go. How about some grass at the bottom? Do we want some grass at the bottom?
Yeah, because we made some grass.
Oh, you did already? Okay, well, I better hurry up then. I better hurry up.
No, we didn't finish it. We are just planning on putting some grass in.
Okay, that sounds good. That sounds good indeed. All right, so I think I'm done with tree number 2. So these are 2 of my trees. And then maybe I'm going to add some grass at the bottom, right? So let me just put some glue. And let's see if I have a different shade of green for the grass. I'm not sure, but I will try to see if I have some papers lying around. Maybe I have some lighter green. How about some lighter green for the grass?
Yeah, that looks
good. Okay. I liked your idea about the light brown for the trunk. So thank you very much for giving me that lovely suggestion. And now that you're saying that the lighter colored grass will look good, I think I'm going to take your word for it. I think that is exactly what we're going to do. So that is my grass right there, coming up. Maybe a little bit going on top of the trunk as well. So that looks like the grass is growing all around the tree.
Giving the perfect grass look. Don't have a lighter green, so we might be using the card sheets, light color green card sheet.
Oh, nice. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Yeah, and if you want later on, you can draw on top of it if you want as well. Or color something on top of it if you want as well later. So some more light green. Let's see if we have enough light green. Let's see. All right. I think we're almost done. How are you doing?
Just finishing up with the grass. We are done with this tree there. And now
very nice.
This.
Oh, the surprise! Yay! The surprise is here. Fantastic. And does that little guy have a name?
Sorry?
Does that little guy have a name? Do we have a name for the
Robin.
little character? Robin, is that right? Did I say that right?
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, very nice. Is there a special significance to Robin?
No.
All right. Well, somebody says it looks very, very beautiful. So thank you very much indeed. Yes, we think it looks beautiful as well because Fora's mom drew it very lovely and she colored it very lovely as well. So that is why it looks beautiful. So I think I'm about done with this right here. It's ready to go inside my frame. We're just going to hang out for a minute or two so that Fora is ready with hers as well. And then we'll go ahead and put it inside the frame. So just about a minute to catch up. So for those of you watching, if you have any questions or suggestions that you would like to ask us, we would be more than happy to answer your questions. Sorry about that. So do go ahead and let us know.
Is it okay?
All right. Well, thank you for all those lovely.
Got some Fevicol marks on the sheet, so we are just trying
No
to clean
worries.
the wet wipe.
Yeah, I know. It's tricky. I think I got some too. But I'm hoping that it won't show too much. But I like your idea of cleaning it. Maybe I'll do that a little later. I don't think I have any wipes handy right now. But yes, that's true. Sometimes crafts can get a little messy and then you just gotta clean out. So that's important. So while we're just hanging around here for a second, because I would love to be able to do the part where we insert these frames together, we just quickly go over the activity for those of you who have joined us. So what we did is basically we have this carton that we cut out into a kind of C shape. So 1, 2, 3, and we painted it. And we painted it just because we wanted to look like the sky that is going to be in the background. But you can choose to keep it plain brown as well if you want, or change or put whatever color or whatever theme you want as well. And then we cut these slits in it so that we can slide the layers into it. So that's what we did in our pre-preparations. Then we had some plastic sheets left over from some packaging materials that we cut up into the same size. So we had 3 layers, 3 plastic sheets. And then we took some old newspapers, magazines, and I loved how Tanvi and Fora got really creative and they painted their newspapers to be exactly the colors that they wanted it to be. So that was a fantastic idea. I, on the other hand, just tried to find the colors that I wanted from the magazine. So you can do whatever you like. You can paint yours. You can draw a nice character like Fora has in hers. And then we just went ahead, tore up the papers, stuck it around, and tried to make this into a lovely little mosaic with different layers. So we have 1 layer, which is the sky. Then we have layer 2, which is the mountains. And then we have layer 3, which in my case is a couple of tiny trees with some grass at the bottom. So that's what we've done. And I think Fora has a slightly different set of layers going on. And I think it's going to look absolutely awesome when she puts it all together. So Fora, you let me know when you're ready, okay?
Ready.
Oh, you're ready. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and grab our frame and we can start inserting the layers. So I'm going to keep it lying down. I'm going to start with the sky. That's going to go into the last layer, absolutely at the end. I'm just going to slide that in. All right. I'm going to slide it in to the other end as well. Okay, so So there we go. Almost there. Almost there. Okay. So my first layer is in, and that's what it looks like. Are we good with the first layer, Fora? Are you good with your first layer?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Time for the second one then, which is going to be mountains. In my case, nice snow-capped mountains on special request by Mr. Ashish. So yes, I love mountains too. I think it's amazing to be able to go hiking and trekking on mountains. The beautiful views that you can see from up top are so exciting, so fascinating. But you know what? I love beaches also. So I would love to go with you on a beach vacation as well, Fora. And then maybe we can have a class on the beach. How cool would that be? Yeah, next class on the beach.
Then our activity of the day could be to make beach trees.
Ah, lovely. See, that's why I want to enroll in your school. I think your school sounds like so much fun. So much fun indeed. All right, time for layer number 3. And this is going to be the trees and the grass in my case. So there we go. Oopsies. I'm sliding it in to both the sides. Well, hello, Deepika. Nice of you to join us. And hello, Jonita. I don't know if I'm saying your name right. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry if I'm not saying some of your names right, guys. But we definitely appreciate you joining us. So thank you very much for that. All right. Well, there we go. I think I'm almost done. How about you?
Done.
Are we ready to lift up our frames and see what they look like? Yes. Oh, wow. Look at that. That looks so beautiful. I love the way you've done the grass at the bottom and the squirrel. That's absolutely fantastic. Oh my God. I love it. I love it. I love it. That is beautiful. And your little squirrel's trying to climb up the tree. Is he about to climb up the tree?
I think it's in the front and the tree looks far away.
Back. That's true. That's true. It would be quite a giant squirrel if it were in the same. That is absolutely gorgeous. So fantastic. And you know, it's fun how you can just turn this a little bit up and down and you'll be able to see a slightly different view, a slightly different angle of what's going on. So that's the whole fun of creating.
Halfway to this, making trees and squirrel, it just struck me that making an aquarium will look beautiful with this one.
Absolutely. I think that's a fantastic idea as well. Maybe we can try that again sometime. So that sounds fantastic. And I hope you liked the activity, Fora. Did you enjoy it?
Lovely activity. We enjoy it. And Sora is excited and she is asking me in my ears that can we make aquarium next?
How sweet. Well, what better than that? What better than that? I think it's amazing when kids enjoy the creative activities that they're doing and would like to do it again and again. So I think that is just absolutely fantastic. So I'm going to turn my camera around so we can see each other. And I love the frame that you made. And okay, so let's see it together. All right, 1, 2, 3. Can you lift up yours as well? Ah, perfect. And maybe take it a little lower so we can see your face as well. A little bit of your face and a little bit of the frame, maybe. All right, beautiful. Yay! Perfect, perfect, perfect. Thank you so much. We're going to save this picture because it is so lovely and it's been so amazing to do this wonderful craft activity with you. And I'm so glad that you enjoyed it so much that you want to make another one, which is like an aquarium. And thank you, Growing Unplugged, for letting us know that you enjoyed it as well. And we can't wait to see all the creative entries that everybody brings in with their own little ideas about aquariums or all the wonderful things that they can imagine from their imagination. Maybe we can make a beach as well one day. How about that, Fora? We can make a little sandcastle on one layer and the water on the other layer. And maybe an island. maybe an island in the sea somewhere, and just go on a wonderful imaginative trip with that.
Boy or a girl instead of an animal.
Yeah. Or we
Yes,
can add a
that
crab.
sounds like a wonderful. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Perfect. Well, sounds excellent. So, everybody who's watching, thank you so much for joining us today. And we can't wait to see all the beautiful creations that you all send us. So, do participate in this giveaway. Remember to tag your images with both of our handles and with hashtag Create Together, because we absolutely would love to see all the creative activities that you guys are going to do this week. So, I think with that, we're ready to sign off. What do you think, Cora?
Yeah.
Are we ready to sign off and maybe go grab that snack afterwards?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're off. Thank you again for joining us.
Thank you.
Remember to share.
Bye.
Bye.